Holly, the Twister sister, and it's Tuesday, so that means it's time for another Tutorial Tuesday! Alright, so today we are going to be making a parrot. It's a blue macaw, and I decided to do this because the new movie Rio is coming out, and so we're going to learn how to make a parrot because you'll probably be getting a lot of parrot requests. So this is just a general blue macaw. And he's got his wings and he's pretty easy. So this is a great one for birthday parties or restaurants. And what I love about this is he'll even sit up on his own, which I love for restaurant work because he'll just sit on their table and watch them while they eat, and that's always fun. So to make this, we're actually going to be using 4 balloons today. You could probably do it in 3, and then a white 5-inch round for the eyes. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to start with a light blue balloon, and I'm just going to blow it up, leave about a 2-3 inch tail, and tie that off. Okay. So to start things off, we're just going to do a small loop, but you want it to be big enough to be able to put the eyes in when you're done. So I'm going to fold my balloon over about that big and twist it, and then use that nozzle to make a loop and pull it through to lock it in place. Okay. Now you want 2 small, and I do mean small, loops. They're not quite small enough to be pinch twist, but they're not like big cheeks. So squeeze your balloon out and just do like a 1-inch loop, really small. And do the same thing again. So it's got 2 little cheeks there. Okay, now we're just going to do a simple 3 bubble body. So come on down about 3 or 4 inches. Bring it back up, twist it together, and bring your balloon down again, measure, and roll it right on through. And we've got the 3 bubble bird body. Okay, now the rest of this we're going to use for the tail. And you want it, this will come out perfectly if you do it right. So I'm going to do about a 4 or 5 inch bubble and a small, actually on this part we want to end up with just having a little tiny ball at the end. So kind of eyeball and see how much balloon you have left. So we're going to need a bubble this length, the same as this one, and then another bubble. So I'm going to measure, it's going to need to be about this big. So I'm going to make a bubble about that big right up here. And then when I fold these together and twist it all together, I'll just be left with that small bubble there on the bottom. And that's actually going to go underneath him, and that'll keep his tail kind of sticking out the back like that. Okay, so there is the basic body of our parrot. Now let's go ahead and put his beak on. So for the beak, I'm just going to use a black 260. And we don't need too much of this balloon, so you can just blow it up a little bit. And I like to attach this part after I make it. If you want to attach it right now, you can do that. But to start off, I'm going to do a small bubble and make that a pinch twist. Like that. And do another one right beside it. Same size. Okay. And now we're going to do the beak. So I like to give it a little bit of a squeeze to make a nice little curved beak. And come out about this far, make a twist. And then you want to do about a 1-inch bubble. And bring that 1-inch bubble, twist it back into the pinch twist. Okay, so there is the beak of our parrot. And now I'm going to break off the rest of that. And you could use this scrap for the feet or use a brand new balloon for the feet. But take the tail for the beak and then take your bird body. And we're just going to attach it right here by twisting that tail in around the cheeks. Like that. And then use your pinch twist to really position his beak so it's kind of like coming out here up at the middle of his face instead of, if you have your pinch twist in a different place, then his beak looks kind of like it's detached from his face, and we don't want that. So use those pinch twists to really get that beak so it's kind of looks like it's coming out from the middle of the head, like that. All right, hope that makes sense. Let's do his feet next. So take another black 260 and just blow this one up about that big. Nice long tail there. All right, so for the feet, I like to do a small little round bubble, and then about 1.5 inch bubble, another small bubble, another 1.5 inch bubble, and twist these two together to make 1 foot. Okay, and then I'm going to take the rest of this balloon and I'm going to slide it through that front bubble of his body. So there's going to be 2 bubbles in the back, and we're going to slide his feet through this front one here, all the way through. And then I'm going to bring them down, but I'm not going to lock it into the bottom of this balloon. So it's not really twisted in, it's just kind of held there by the friction. So his feet are coming down at an angle, but they're not like really twisted in there. And I just think it looks cuter that way. So coming out from there, we're gonna do the other leg, same size as the one on the other side, and then do another foot. So we've got that. We're gonna do one more bubble this size. Twist these two together. You've got another foot, and just make a small bubble here at the back. Cut off the rest and tie it off. All right, so now he's got his feet and his beak. Now we just need to do the eyes and the wings. So for the eyes, get yourself a 5-inch round, a white one. And you don't want to make these too big because then it'll look like he has bug eyes. So I'm going to do mine about that big. Tie it. And then we're just going to use your hands to twist it right in half. And one is bigger than the other, so I'm going to undo it and twist it again. So you got 2 eyeballs there. And these are just going to slide through this loop here on the top. There you go, and you want to make sure his cheeks are sitting the way that they should. Okay, so now he's got his eyes, and you can leave him like this if you want to. He's got his wings tucked down at his side, but I like to give him wings, and kids usually always ask for wings when I give them any kind of bird. They're like, where's the wings? So let's go ahead and just give them the wings because I know that you're going to want them. So go ahead and blow your balloon up, maybe 3 feet, that big of a tail, and tie it off. Now there's different techniques for doing these wings. I'm just going to show you basic. We're going to do, let's see, we're going to do about a 6-inch bubble, and I gave it a little bit of a curve there, like that. Just squeeze it and give it some shape. And then you're going to do 3 small round bubbles. Make sure to really twist these around a good 3 or 4 times so that they don't come untwisted later on. Okay, now you're going to take your nozzle and twist it around that last one and up and through to lock it in place. And that's going to be 1 wing. So we need another one just like that. And on this one, I'm going to start with the 3 small bubbles. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And now we need the top of the wing. I'm just going to squeeze this a little bit, bring it over and kind of measure so they're about the same size, and then twist it together. All right, so there's our bird wings. And now you want to cut this off, but when you cut it, you want to make sure you leave yourself a nice, decently long tail. So I'll just use scissors for this. I'm gonna come way out here, so I've got a nice long tail. Okay, and I'm just gonna tie that off so that this doesn't come apart on me. All right, and now we're gonna just attach the wings right onto the back of our bird here. So they're gonna just sit kind of on top of these two back bubbles. And to do that, you're gonna take the end of your tail. You don't want this to be too tight, or his wings, instead of being kind of in the middle of his back, they'll look like they're coming out of the back of his head. And we don't want that, of course. So take the end of your tail and twist it into his head. The way I like to twist it into his head, though, is to actually insert it in between these two back bubbles. And remember, just the end of it. So I'm just holding on to the end, and I'm just going to bring it up. And let's see, wrap it around his cheek and his beak once or twice. And since we left that nice and loose, we can get his wings to sit right in the middle of his back. And if you did it too tight, they're gonna want to come up here, which, I mean, if you're not picky, that still looks okay. But personal preference, I like it when they're coming out the back like that. So that is our little bird. Now he can fly. And he'll sit nicely on a table. One thing you might want to do, though, if you're going to have him sit on a table, is to hide your tails here by just bringing him up and kind of making those little bubbles on his feet into pinch twist. So we're going to do the same thing for this one. Just bring it up and wrap it around. So now his feet have pinch twist here, and that'll just help him sit up on the table better. Okay, so there's our little parrot guy, and now all you gotta do is draw the eyes on. Okay, so there you have them, all done, and super cute. I think so anyway. All right, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this little parrot. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up so I know. Also, I'm always open to your suggestions for new creations that you want to learn how to make. And don't forget to come hang out with me on my Facebook page. And if you have any pictures making the designs that I teach, I'd love to see those. Just post them on my Facebook page, and I might feature you in a future video. Also, don't forget to check out my website, thetwistersister.com, where there's actually DVDs and 2 videos right now available for download. And there's going to be lots more videos coming in the future, so bookmark it or figure out a way to find it again in the future, because you're gonna want to see the stuff I'm putting up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your comments and support, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.